The following podcast is recorded and produced by 𝗏𝗏𝗏, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at 𝗏𝗏𝗏-radio.com.
Welcome back to the Virtuosos. Again, no Jules, no Dame. Both are okay. Jules is going through something family-wise, prayers to him and his family. Dame is preparing for Tua to lead the team, lead them to the AFC East, losing the wild card, typical Dolphin stuff. But whatever the case may be, I'm here. And, we're here to talk about some basketball, some NBA. Now, the basketball season don't start for like another 40 days, 30 days, something like that. But I have a all-NBA prediction list. Now, the requirements for this list. All right, number one, I have to believe in you to be an all-NBA caliber player, which is a top 15 player in the league. That's like a crazy jump. But these are all players that have not made all-NBA. Like, for example, John Morant missed time last year. And, it's a possibility he makes all-NBA this year, but he already was an all-NBA player. So I didn't put him on this list. All these guys I'm going to mention, and I have honorable mentions, are guys that I believe can make the jump to all NBA. Some of these guys aren't even all-stars, but at least, a good jump this year to, a great breakout year. Now, we start with the honorable mentions. Now, these honorable mentions are a lot of guys who I don't think their teams are going to be good enough for them to make all NBA, but I feel like the talent is there. Hopefully the health is there. You never want guys to get hurt. 65-game requirement, is, I don't want to say tough, but for these guys, they haven't hit it. So we'll start off with LaMelo Ball. Now, LaMelo Ball, before he got hurt, was putting up almost 30 a night, if not 30 a night, 7 and 7. He's shooting the ball more efficiently, and he's the lead guy. He's the guy there. Obviously, he's had tons of ankle injuries that have derailed, I don't want to say derailed his career, but has derailed his growth to where, he's not the guy that, he's pushing. He should be pushing top 6, top 5 point guards in the league right now, but unfortunately, he keeps getting hurt. So I think LaMelo Ball, if he can stay healthy, can at least average 25, 8 and 8. Is that going to make All-NBA? I think those are good stats too, but obviously the team has to at least be decent, at least playing, 9th seed, 8th seed. The Hornets, if LaMelo Ball can stay healthy and Brandon Miller takes that jump, Mark Williams stays on the floor, they could possibly sneak into the playoffs, that 8th seed, definitely playing. So I got LaMelo Ball in my honorable mentions. My next one is Cade Cunningham. Now, we know the Pistons are awful, like bad. Like, I can pick up 4 guys and we can compete with them. Any 4, but I feel like Cade Cunningham they do get more spacing. They got a new coach, new regimen. I feel like if Cade Cunningham can stay healthy, I feel like this would be the year where, again, like I said with LaMelo, he's putting up 25, 26 a game. He's definitely going to make his first All-Star game this year if he stay healthy, in my opinion. Former number 1 pick, he just got paid. I feel like this is the year for Cade to go out there and break out. Break out, show everybody why he is the number 1 pick. He's a number 1 pick talent, but he just hasn't been on the floor. He's been dealt with spacing issues. Having a Sarr, Jalen Duren, and Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart can shoot, but it's not the spacing he needs. Lineups like that is on the court with him is hard to shoot. They got some more shooting. They got Tobias Harris. So I think he has more spacing, more optimal spacing to be great. Couldn't make an All-Star, so that's All-NBA jump. Like, if he made All-NBA, I told you so. It's like one of those. The last one of my honorable mentions, because there's a lot of talented players, but I'm not going to sit here and do all these honorable mentions, is Sengun, Rockets center. The Rockets were on a great run at the end of the year, almost made the play-in, and then Tari Eason opened his mouth, and you hear on the bench, and then, end up losing. But the Rockets, they do have a decision to make. The only reason why he wasn't on here over my 5th guy, which I'll get to in a minute, is because we don't know the direction that the Rockets are going. Are they going to go trade for a superstar veteran player? Are they going to split up Jalen Green and Sengun? Can Jalen Green and Sengun play together? I think Sengun's the most talented player on that team, But again, it's tough to play with Jalen Green because Jalen Green's not an off-ball player. He needs the ball. Sengun needs the ball. So all in all, the Rockets situation with their two best players is weird. I think their team is good. They just gotta solidify their top two, and that is a very that's a I don't want to say a bad spot to be in the NBA, but you look around, not that many teams have that problem, and obviously the best teams in the league don't have that problem. They have their clear 1 and 2, and they can mesh together. They don't have that. They don't have a 1 and 2 that can mesh together, from what I've seen. So things can change, but as of right now, Sengun has to be honorable mention. I still think, even in making an all-star game for him is tough, because of the depth at center, in the all-star game. But Sabonis didn't make the all-star game. He made all-NBA. So, something that Sengun averaging, 25, 25, 11, getting better defensively, better defensive metrics, winning more games, he could get there, So, again, those honorable mentions are guys who, aren't, premier all-stars, but I feel like if they make the all-star / all-NBA jump, I wouldn't be surprised this year. The all-NBA is in the title, but it's more breakout, all right? So that's what's going to describe these next 5 players. This is my top 5. At number 5, I have Scottie Barnes, top 5 pick. I'm not going to say he made a jump last year, but, he wasn't all-star before, kind of took a step back. Again, why he's 5 on my list and, might not be higher, I believe in his talent and his potential, but his team is bottom of the East. They gave all this money to RJ Barrett. You put a lot of money into a RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, and Scottie Barnes trio. He has to emerge. Like obviously he's a talented player, but when I mean emerge, I mean he has to be like a top 10 player in the Eastern Conference. It's like that's what we're looking at for that roster to even work. So I have Scottie Barnes at number 5. He averaged 19, basically 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Maybe he jumps up his point per game by 5-6 points. I mean, at the start of this past season, I think he was averaging like 28 a game. He was hitting threes. He was going crazy, and then obviously it went downhill from there. But if we can boost his points per game up, I want to see him push for the all defensive team. I think he has that talent. He has the body frame to do so. I want Scottie Barnes to make All-NBA this year, bro. I'm going to be honest. So he's 5th. Number 4, and these are more proven guys, from here on out. Tyrese Maxey, who averaged 25.9, 26 points per game, 3 rebounds and 6 assists. Now, I know, you got the addition of Paul George. You got Kelly Oubre back. You got Drummond there. You got more pieces on the team. But, Maxey obviously has now made a bigger name for himself. He's passed the most improved player talks, which, everybody had him winning that from the get-go. He wins it. Now it's like, what's next? So I think All-NBA is attainable for him. I think his stats will probably stay around the same. We don't know how Embiid and Paul George's health is going to be. So he may still have to average 26, 27 a game. Obviously, last year it was tough for him to withstand the Sixers winning because Embiid was out. Tobias Harris was playing like ass. So, he survived. He got them to the playoffs, and they put up a good fight. So, that's all you can ask for out of Maxey. So, he would be my number 4. Number 3, we get into the nitty-gritty right here. Now, again, none of these players have made an All-NBA. So, I expect these guys to make at least a jump, a huge jump this year. Number 3 is Zion Williamson. Now, I'm a Pelicans fan, but I'm not going to be biased in this video. There's a reason why he's not 2-1. We'll get into that in a second. Zion Williamson, he's putting in the work, to get his body in shape. They say he's going to be playing at 272, which is like lighter than his Duke days. We all seen what he did at Duke. He was going berserk. He had a strong end to the season last year. He had 40 points in the play-in, and then he got hurt. He played the 65 game requirement, so he could have made All-NBA last year, but he just didn't have the start of the season strength to make it. But, obviously you've seen at the end of the year, me personally, his shot diet got better. He took more jump shots. He made more jump shots. Played way better defensively. And you've seen in the playing game, he was all over the floor. He was rebounding, blocking shots, everything. Leg just gave out on him. A hamstring gave out on him. It's tough to see. Hopefully, please, Lord, I need, it's hard to get a healthy season in the NBA. Can I just get one healthy season of this trio together, or of this duo together of Ingram and Zion, if we even keep the duo together? So I got Zion winning. I think Zion's going to come in. Hopefully, he gets back to that 25 point, 26 point per game, little stretch that he was on for, previous seasons. Should make an all-star game. He has a point guard now that can help him get easier looks. And, his rebounding numbers may have to go up. He may play a lot of center this year with the lack of depth at center for the Pelicans. So I got Zion at number 3. The reason why I don't have him at 2 or 1 is because at number 2, I have Paolo Banchero, who has he has nothing stopping him. Like, the Pelicans have a lot of mouth to feed. They have Ingram, DeJounte, CJ, Trey Murphy's going to get shots. Like, they have a lot of talent there. Obviously, Zion's the best player, but you still have a lot of talent to, defer to. Paul Banchero, he has the keys to this franchise. He's in the Eastern Conference. He just led his team to the first round last year. Was a game away from going to the second round. There's no way Banchero doesn't make all NBA this year. Like, that's one of those, like, if I was a betting man, besides my number 1, I have to bet Banchero into all NBA this year, bro. You got to think of the guys that made all NBA this past season. Is Kawhi Leonard going to make an all NBA team again? Sabonis, I don't want to say he snuck in there, but, are they going to vote? Is the voters going to put Sabonis in there again? Obviously, guys' health go up and down. I think Banchero has a very good shot, jumping up to a 26 point per game score, shooting more efficiently, averaging more rebounds. They got better spacing with KCP. Obviously they got Jet Howard that, hopefully he does good. I think they still got Anthony Black, or they traded one of them. Whatever the case may be, they got more spacing. Hopefully Banchero goes and makes that All-NBA jump. I was very high on the Magic last year, and I had faith in their defense and Banchero, and I have more faith in them this year to make another playoff run and for him to make All-NBA. Now, my number 1, you go ahead and guess. I'll let you think. No hints, but he's like tallest player in the league. He probably could block your shot from where you sitting at right now. And that's Victor Wembanyama. If I was a betting man, like Banchero, I'm gonna bet a little bit on. But Victor, you can have my house. There's no way he doesn't make All-NBA this year. He literally was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting in his first year. He made first team All Defense. This dude is like, he has a point guard now, which I'm not going to sit here and overrate. Like, Chris Paul is going to be a great addition to him, veteran-wise, but Victor going to kill regardless. It don't matter who you on the court with. As long as he get the ball, he's going to put up probably 25. I mean, he averaged 21, 10 with 3 blocks this past season. Obviously, bro, his shot die is going to get better. He's going to get stronger. His shots, his numbers, all that's going to go up. Probably like 25, 26 points per game. The rebounding is going to be there. He's probably going to average 12 rebounds. And then his blocks is going to be there. He's going to be there every year for his defensive prowess. His offense is going to change, obviously, based off the matchups. His jump shot may be falling one game or not. He may be able to just bully the other team's center. The other team may not even be using the center. But his defense, him standing there alone, is helping the Spurs' defensive metrics. All right, he started the year off at power forward. Last year, it just didn't work out. The dude is 7'4", 7'5". He's one of the best defenders already in the league. He's going to make an All-NBA team, bro. It's just a matter of if he can get to the 65 game mark, and how good is this second year jump? Because I'm getting scared, because he's literally, he's in the Pelicans division. The dude is 7'4", 7'5". He got handle on him, shot. And then he's one of the best defenders, if not the best defender in the league already. And this is his second year. I'm older than him. I'm 21. I'm older than him. And he's already doing this. So you can only imagine what he do. Like, I could literally say, bro, imagine him at my age. What he going to be like. He going to be an All-NBA player. Like, All-NBA player, All-Star, all that. So it's no way he doesn't make an All-NBA this year. There's absolutely no way. Unless, again, health. Which I'm not wishing no injury on nobody. I pray to God he don't get hurt. I want to see this emergence. And maybe he doesn't shoot the ball as much. Like, I don't know. Like, it literally has to be something like that, because his defense is going to literally carry him to his All-NBA selection. So, again, in my honorable mentions, LaMelo, Cade, Sengun. In my top 5, again, Scotty Barnes at the bottom, because the Raptors are probably gonna be trash. It's gonna be tough, but I definitely think he's gonna make an All-Star game this year. 𝗥𝗚𝗡, if he can put up the same stats, I think he's built a better brand for himself to where he can make All-NBA. Zion Williamson, best shape of his career from what I'm looking at. Better shot diet, more mid-ranges, better from the free throw line, better defense, and obviously hitting the 65 game mark. But again, his problem, too many mouths to feed. Being Carroll, we don't have much to say about that. Best player on one of the best defensive teams. They got more offense, they got more spacing. Let's see what the Magic do. And then Victor Wembanyama, you already knew that already, though. It's just a matter of when. Dude's one of the best defenders I've ever seen. He literally could stand there, and teams is already can't take layups. So that's my All NBA predictions / breakout player prediction. If you guys have any that you disagree with, agree with, or any names that I missed out on, make sure you guys let me know. I didn't try to put Victor again is an exception. I didn't try to put no second year guys or guys that are like borderline already All NBA that can make the jump next year. I try to do guys that, like, if they made it, it's a little shock value to it. Besides, probably the top 4. But if Scotty Barnes make it, you'll probably be shocked. I'll probably be a little shocked. But I believe in his talent that much to make it. So again, if you guys got any names or anybody that you think that I missed out on, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.